Friends, I will tell you why we need jury system in India in this talk. Firstly, I will tell you why we need to fix the courts. When the citizens wrote the constitution in 1951, it was clearly stated by the citizens to the MPs, Supreme Court judges, IS, etc., that firstly the country will be run as per the Constitution of India. The country will be run as per the Constitution as interpreted by the citizens of India. The Supreme Court judges' interpretation of Constitution will be above ministers' interpretation of the Constitution, but citizens' interpretation of the Constitution will be final and supreme and above the interpretation of the Supreme Court judges. It was because of these decisions the citizens kept the words democracy, political justice, and equality in the preamble. And the preamble clearly says that we, the people of India, that is, crores of citizens of India, have made and enacted the Constitution of India. And this was the reason why MPs who were supposed to represent the citizens were given powers to impeach the Supreme Court judges, so that if and when the Supreme Court judges interpret the Constitution differently from the citizens, the MPs can impeach the Supreme Court judges. India's constitution borrows many ideas from United States Constitution and United States society. The citizens in 1950, when they wrote Constitution of India, had taken meaning of the word democracy that was prevailing in the United States of America. What was the meaning of the word democracy in United States? To understand that, one should read the constitutions of the US states. Example, Maryland Constitution clearly says that jurors, that is common citizens, shall interpret the laws as well as the facts. The constitution of 20 more US states speak the same, and so does US Supreme Court. In other words, in 1951, the word democracy clearly meant a regime where the citizens make the laws and citizens interpret the laws as well as facts in a case. The constitution has now been torn apart in high courts and supreme courts. I will quote the following example, the link of which is given in the description. Quote, fun place for sex crimes. The Marty couple had been arrested in December 2000 after they were caught red-handed while photographing minor girls picked up from Gateway of India. The horror story of child sexual abuse by the Swiss couple was told in camera to a Sessions Court in Mumbai. And in March 2003, Additional Sessions Judge Mridula Bhatkar convicted the couple. They were awarded a sentence of 7 years rigorous imprisonment. It was on their appeal against this conviction that the Mumbai High Court accepted their contention that if the matter was not expedited, the appeal would not be heard until after 7 years, the term of their original sentence. The judge also directed them to pay an enhanced compensation of rupees 1 lakh to each of the victims. The gravity of the offence did not figure anywhere in the Mumbai High Court judgment. Their passports revealed that the couple had been visiting India every year since 1989. They operated in different countries and their laptop was stocked with photographs of children including those from Sri Lanka and the Philippines. Posing as a lonely grandfatherly couple, they befriended street children and their parents, promising to give them a good time on the pretext of charity. Marty, who described himself a general manager in multinational pharmaceutical company, and his wife were well stocked with lubricants, condoms, and penile sprays. Lily Marty, a trained nurse, would tend to the wounds the children suffered as a result of their abuse. But none of this all recorded evidence figured in the judgment of the Mumbai High Court. The Supreme Court bench, headed by Chief Justice B.N. Khare, granted bail to the two convicted pedophiles in an order passed on April 5, 2004. Unquote. After obtaining bail from Chief Justice of India, Khare, the two wealthy Swiss pedophiles escaped from India. Such bail orders lower the morale of the policemen and lower court judges. They will think that their efforts to get criminals convicted went in vain and would feel sour about the bribes they had foregone. The acquittal or release order given by the Mumbai High Court judge was against the constitution, and the bail order given by the Chief Justice Khare to the wealthy Swiss convicted pedophiles were also clear violation of the constitution. Such violations of constitutions happen because we citizens do not have procedures to expel the judges who violate the constitution. Now let us see what are the effects of such unjust verdicts in society. If we do not fix the courts, the injustice from the rich on to the bottom 99% of the citizens will keep on increasing. The unity of the society and loyalty of the common citizens towards the country decreases as members of the elite throw more and more atrocities on the commons. And the decrease in unity of society decreases the strength of administration and the military. When individuals get open injustice in courts, they see no point defending the nation and the society. Unfair treatment in police, courts, etc. decreases the sense of nationalism day by day and weakens the whole society and nation and every organ of nation such as administration, police, military, etc. Such chaos will weaken the nation and will result into re-enslavement. How can citizens stop the unjust behavior of the judges? How can we citizens stop destruction of constitution in Supreme and High Courts? And how can citizens improve speed and fairness of courts? This we will see further. Now let us first see what are the problems of integrity in lower courts, high courts and Supreme Court. The increase in number of courts will increase the speed, but we need structural changes in courts to address the following problems. First problem is nepotism or favoritism to relatives. Lawyers and RCs, that is clients of lawyers who are judges' relatives, are winning cases after cases due to this favoritism in judgments. Second problem is judge-lawyer nexuses. Third problem is judge-criminal nexuses. Fourth problem is corruption in judges. Fifth problem is nepotism in appointment of judges. Now let us see what is the jury system. We propose the jury system as solution to the first four of the five evils mentioned before and recruitment by written exams to solve the fifth one. Sadly, most voters and even educated people in India know nothing about the very concept of jury system. That's because intellectuals of India are so hostile to jury system that they never ever informed students or activists in general about the jury system. In the jury system, each case goes to 12 to 15 different citizens or jurors who are randomly chosen from the district, state or nation. The 20 to 25 lakh cases in the whole country will be resolved by 3 crore citizens. The jurors change with every case. A citizen cannot become juror again for at least 5 years. If a district gets 5,000 cases a year and say 25,000 cases in 5 years, in jury system they will be resolved by 3 to 4 lakh different citizens. If we compare this with the judge system, small number of individuals, say 20,000 to 1 lakh individuals in India would decide all the 20 to 25 lakhs cases a year in India. If a district gets 5,000 cases a year and say 25,000 cases in 5 years, in the judge system they will be resolved by 25 to 50 judges. The sheer increase in number by 1,000 to 2,000 times makes jury system far less prone to nexuses, nepotism and corruption. Jury-lawyer nexus is far less probable than the judge-lawyer nexus is because number of jurors are too high. Let us see how nepotism or cross-nepotism becomes uncontrolled in judge system. To end nepotism in judge system, a judge's relative is banned from practicing in the judge's court. Now the eminent intellectuals insist that we must accept that this ban ends the nepotism in our courts. Well, this ban does not make any difference at all. Till now, every eminent intellectual I met is hostile to even discuss the problem of cross-nepotism in courts. And till now, jury system is the only known solution to this problem of cross-nepotism in courts. The cross-nepotism has become so intense that criminals and industrialists just retain a few relative lawyers and get all favorable judgments and commons simply get crushed in the courts. Cross-nepotism is important reason why acts like SEZ did not get cancelled in High Court and Supreme Court. Even if culture is nepotic, nepotism and cross-nepotism is structurally impossible in jury system. It is similar to recruitment by written exams where nepotism cannot make much difference. One judge has a term of 3 to 4 years. This is long time for lawyers and organized criminals to approach the relatives of judges to cut a deal. In many court complexes, 2 or more judges will form a cartel. Judge A will give favorable judgment to relative lawyers of Judge B and Judge B will give favorable judgment to relative of Judge A. That is what we call as cross-nepotism. In jury system, 12 jurors are chosen from a population of 5 lakhs to 100 crores. Since these jurors have only one case, the case is over in 5 to 15 days in 99% of the cases. So first, it is highly unlikely that a lawyer would exist in the world who would be a relative of these 12 jurors or even 6 of them or even 2 of the jurors. And finding him within 15 days makes it further difficult. Only way cross-nepotism will work is when 12 jurors of jury A and 12 different jurors of jury B form nexuses. Jury A would favor lawyer with relatives in jury B and jury B will favor lawyer who has relative in jury A. Finding such pair of lawyers, pair of juries and managing deal within 5 to 15 days is a mathematical impossibility. In other words, while the judge system is full of nepotism and cross-nepotism, the jury system is immune to nepotism and cross-nepotism. Let us talk about how career crime increases in judge system due to cross-nepotism. Consider a specific kind of crime, Street criminals, commonly called as bhai or dada, or any career criminals who collect protection money from small shopkeepers, etc. every month, openly and fearlessly. There are places in US and Europe with high crimes, but nowhere can one see criminals openly looting money from shopkeepers. One of the factors why career crime is uncontrolled in India and less seen in West is that India uses judge system while the West uses jury system. The judge system makes India's courts very nexus, while the jury system has drastically reduced the nexus proneness in Western courts. Let us see how jury system reduces the nexus proneness in Western courts. Consider a mid-level career criminal with gang of 50 to 100 criminals. He may be operating in some 5 to 10 areas. Now to sustain their operations, he and his gang members would need to pay monthly bribes to many MLAs, MPs, police officers, other officers, government lawyers, judges, etc. and would also need money to hire lawyers, gangsters, etc. on time-to-time basis. All this means a monthly fixed cost of lakhs of rupees. Now such career criminals cannot always find 5 to 10 victims that would cover all the costs and give profits every month. So almost always a gang of career criminals has to victimize hundreds of victims a month. In short, a career criminal and his gang members has to commit hundreds of crimes a month. Out of so many crimes, some 20 to 30 of victims would end up filing complaints in the courts. This would generate some 300 to 400 court cases per year. Now this is where judge system and jury system would create difference in combating career crimes. Now let us see career criminal in judge system versus career criminal in jury system. In the judge system, say 1,000 cases that get filed in 4 to 5 years against a gang lord, all will go to just 5 to 10 judges. So in order to delay the case to frustrate the witnesses or to get outright acquittals or releases, the gang leader has to cultivate nexuses with only 5 to 10 judges. If the gang lord manages to cultivate nexuses with 5 to 10 judges, he can manage an acquittal or delay in 99% of the cases. In the jury system, each case goes to 12 to 15 different jurors randomly chosen from the district, state or nation. So these 1,000 cases will go to 12,000 to 15,000 jurors chosen from district, state or nation. Long delay in jury trials are rare as each jury is given only one case. Hearings are from 11 am to 4 pm on one and only one case. And mostly next date is next day. And the gang lord will have to make nexuses with 12,000 jurors. So to get acquittals in 1,000 cases in 5 years, the gang leader will have to cultivate nexuses with 12,000 jurors. So managing acquittals in even 10 to 20% cases in jury system is next to impossible. In other words, since a large number of cases in Indian courts are resolved by a small number of individuals, that is judges, the career criminals have cultivated nexuses and are having a good time. While West uses a large number of individuals to resolve court cases, which makes establishing nexuses in a large number of cases difficult to the extent of impossible. So career crimes such as extortion or open looting in West have vanished. Next, let us talk about judge-lawyer nexuses and jury-lawyer nexuses. The courts in India are full of judge-lawyer nexuses. The nexus between judges and relative lawyers is now a law rather than exception. But even apart from that, the judges have nexuses with many non-relative lawyers as well. How does judge-lawyer nexuses come into existence? No one in Western courts has even seen juror-lawyer nexuses. The reasons are structural and not cultural. Say 5 senior lawyers have 20 junior lawyers working for them. Say they are together taking, say, 1,000 cases in a 4-year period in a district. Most of these cases would go to some 20 judges posted in a district. One judge would get many cases from them. And within 3 to 6 months, these 5 lawyers can cultivate nexuses with these 10 to 20 judges. Now if there is jury system, the cases will go to 12,000 jurors in a year. No juror will get repeated. There is no time to cultivate nexuses with even 2% of them. When a lawyer makes a nexus with a judge during the trial of a case, that nexus with that judge will certainly be useful to that lawyer in all his cases which will come up before that judge. Even if a lawyer manages to form nexuses with say 7 to 8 out of 12 jurors during the trial of a case, those nexuses with those jurors will be of no use at all in all other cases of that lawyer as jurors change with each and every trial. This talk is continued in next video, jury system part 2.